What's up, friends? Empress Dannie here, back with another episode of the Daily Grind. Yes, pouring up that nice hot cup of joe, gonna get your day off too. Yep, a bright and beautiful start. Shall we jump in for today's messages? Today, a heavy day around elements. Having all the resources or tools it is that are necessary to make things happen, okay? To create alignment. So I do feel this energy where sometimes it's like, it feels like the shadow side of reflection, the shadow side of rest, right? Which is kind of like my energy is low, right? I don't feel good. I'm tired. Sometimes that's like, I don't have no money. So the shadow side is like, let me reflect or think about, give consideration to, or meditate on how I need to handle myself, situations, circumstances. Something like that is at play. How do I handle this or deal with whatever this is? It can even be circumstances that are precarious and just maybe wanting peace, but perhaps there's a potential for peace to be upset, right? So just being mindful of that is what it feels like, a significant energy around mindfulness, but also creating alignment, which could indicate giving or receiving an invitation, having an opportunity. This could be like to talk, to express you or someone else. Anyway, let's jump in and get our messages for today, okay? I do feel an energy today where sometimes this is like your friends can make or break you. And this can certainly be just an indication of like energetically whether or not you've been friendly can have a profound effect, right? Also get an energy around like the guidance of the Holy Spirit. So whether or not one is using wisdom intimately, and when I say that, intimate kind of like paints a different picture because whew, I think about integrity, right? Integrity has everything to do with what makes integrity different from other, focuses on character is integrity centers around the fact that no one is looking, no one knows, no one sees, right? Has to do with the intentions of the heart. That space that only you can see. So when it comes to the application of wisdom, it has to do with those areas that nobody else can say, only you in your heart know whether or not that was wise to do, whether or not you apply wisdom in a situation or circumstance. Because so much that we do with the monkey, right, can be an act that we play, right? We could certainly be just going along with the program in a sense, what we've been trained or programmed to do. It definitely gives like monkey brain. If you think about monkey brain, or if you think about just the way in which monkeys are trained, a lot of the testing that they do to see how things will affect humans is done on using animal brains. And so a lot of times when you think about this in a person, it's almost this test dummy energy, where you're going to test the dummy in another person. And sometimes that's the situation. And so you could be sensing this, you could be praying about this, you could be thinking about this. Someone else could be maybe thinking on these types of things pertaining you, because again, when you think about test dummy, this could certainly, like I said, be treating someone else as if they're a monkey or they have monkey brain, they're a test dummy, or someone trying to treat you this way, okay? I do feel this energy of like, I don't know why I'm seeing like, you guys know the little toys or figurines or like cartoons where you see a monkey with band instruments. You have one with cymbals, you have one with a drum, and they're moving. I'm kind of seeing that, but it really feels as though perhaps something has to do with the brain. Is the brain going to play along with the act? Or again, based on that intimate friend that is wisdom, is the brain going to use that wisdom of those intimate things, and not pretend that it doesn't know, and perhaps decide, to go along with a different program. Here is the card of choice, right? So this is where what we choose, and look at this at the bottom of the deck, compassion, right? Are we going to choose to demonstrate compassion, to extend compassion to others, to receive it for ourselves? Because sometimes this is us, right? Look in the mirror. Am I just going along, right, as if I don't know my spirit needs rest? Is my heart peace is desired? Am I going to act like everything is cool when it's and just play along? Well, you get to choose. Make sure you show yourself compassion today, the grace that you deserve. One fell, and here's deep down, okay? I don't know if this is an outcome, but we see the GD card, the Tower. Deep down, GD. This feels like someone's having an awakening within. Perhaps even both of us are. For some of you, your awakening is, I feel like this has to do with the choices that you make, right? I'm gonna go ahead and draw some animal cards while I'm discussing this. This is kind of like a break you down or build you up energy that's at play, okay? And it feels as though by the end of the day, it hits in deep down, whether or not perhaps integrity was used, or whether or not someone was perhaps, there was this test dummy energy, that is being realized, okay? Gonna play out different for different people, or different situations, but in some situations, the test dummy energy will be realized by the person maybe that's being taken for a fool, okay? In other cases, it will be realized, it's almost like somebody else maybe was just playing along, they not no dummy, but it'll be realized by the person that tried to take them for a fool. It's one thing for a person to really like, fool me once, what, shame on you, fool me twice, fool me, don't get fooled again. It's one thing to realize you're being fooled. It's another thing for the person who think they fooling to realize they ain't fool nobody but they damn self. And so something make me feel like this is, I can't lie, I'm picking up an energy that's like, sweetie, I don't just play one on TV. Okay, so whatever this is kind of like, I'm true to whatever this is. And this has to do with like purpose. I'm not playing about it. And whatever this is deep down. So some of you, these are people perhaps, or in circumstances making realizations that, whatever it is that maybe you're doing, this is something that is, it ain't fake. It's in you. It's not on you. And sometimes that tower has to hit deep down. Oh, you didn't know? You thought I was playing? You didn't think I mean it? Well, something is hitting in one way or another today, and likely a result of your own choices, where perhaps someone else is making a realization that, oh, they are. Yeah, I hear Marshall, right? I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, why would I say I am? In the paper, the news, every day I am. Radio won't even play my jam. There's a big energy around confidence, like having, it feels more like the audacity, right? Here's a swan, right? Which we had this card, I want to say within the last day or so, water energy. Some of you are certainly in a position where, this clarifying the monkey, maybe something significant about that, gives monkey see, monkey do, okay? And I'm not sure, but that's what this gives. The swan kind of gives monkey see, monkey do. If you're going to act like you don't know, or you're going to play like you don't know, and I pick up on that maybe you play, well, it's going to make it real easy for me to, again, that could be mirror you, or you could be holding the reflection in the mirror, whereas like you can play that act if you want to, but I'm aware you acting, and because of that, you could certainly be what feels like, I don't know about doing something, you could have a creative way of holding your stance, or demonstrating your stance, if you will. There's something like, it feels like something about the AM has to do with like getting, it could be getting someone's attention, but what feels like, eh, you'll understand if you, I don't know why it just kind of gives like something about, it may, something may make you sensitive to, like becoming aware of something may make you sensitive, and someone else, for someone else, becoming aware of something may make them sensitive to something. Okay, here's a bear. Okay, I get materialized, right? Earth energy with the bear. The bear has everything to do with storage, so some could be significant about storage. There could also be something significant about, bear energy has to do with gathering, with putting in the work, getting things together, pulling some things together. It could be materials or resources, because bears prepare for the winter, right? Speaking to hibernation, right? I gotta hibernate in the winter, so this is me. What choice? This could be like being frugal. It could also be making some decisions that give me the security that I need, right? Some of you, there could be a focus around health, but choosing what is the healthiest choice, right? To be able to, what could be like conserve, to be able to, assure that you are kept. And if we talked about starting out this shadow space around rest, or a break, or peace, or separation, which again, I'm sick, I need to heal, then sometimes this is making a choice or a decision that is going to give attention to, be maybe responsible, most responsible as it pertains to my health, who's not going to play or, act like they don't, maybe know, or realize my need to, um, perhaps it is to conserve, to preserve, things of that nature. Okay. So I feel, and some of you, this is again looking at like, again, what could be like creative ways to ignore, right? I'm just going to pretend that I don't see that, and act like everything's normal. I getting an energy of like glazing over, grazing over, something of that nature, breeze past something, but there's again deep down knowing whether there is or is not something there. Okay. I don't necessarily get an energy around like intention as much in this message as I get um, action. So it feels like somebody doing something or not doing something, and it being a demonstration of whether or not they're going to do the right thing based on their understanding or awareness, it feels like, of what could be like some factors at play in a situation or circumstance. The GD card is clarified by the camel, moving into fire energy. So water, earth, and now fire coming out as the last energy of the day. The camel is slow moving, but also, if you think about this, another energy of storage. So there could certainly be something significant about storage, right? The camel has to do with a journey, if you will, that is perhaps long, that is daunting, not a whole lot of, it's almost like one in which preparation is required, because that camel has to store all the water it's going to carry in its humps, because the desert that it is going through is one where you think about walking through the deserts, right? As you're going through, it's not like the developed city. It's a situation where, once you're out there, right, it's hot. The conditions are maybe not the best conditions. But then on the other side, when you decide you tired of the desert, you still have to withstand the journey back with no additional hydration aside from that which you have stored for or given to yourself. And something makes me feel like the GD card could certainly be a realization of that, that is speaking to a journey to go, right? And not receiving any love for whatever this journey is. It's dry out here. And so perhaps, and again, this is perhaps a realization that um, sometimes this is a realization that there's been love stored or given to oneself, right? So realizing deep down, I know I have a flow, I'm good for this journey. I don't need you to show me love. Or there is a realization I didn't maybe take care of myself. And so because I'm not going to get shown any love, if I haven't stored any myself, then it's going to be what feels like a difficult journey or route ahead. Okay. And all of this, depending on some aspect of a make or break energy that is at play today, having to do with the scene being set, things being aligned, the door in a sense being open or opportunity presenting or aligning to in what feels like flow being present in one way or another um, to do something that deep inside I feel someone, if they don't know, they will realize needs to be done. And once, let me just say, some of y'all, this is as it pertains to you, once the realization is made, um, deep down, this will simply take the having the confidence to do it. Um, but again, integrity, because doing the right thing is not always easy. I'm going to leave it at that. We're going to go to Patreon and get our extended messages. I love you. Like, share, subscribe. We'll talk again soon. Bye for now.